say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will start this game off. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking.
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. The short hands, it's Thompson.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athlete.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Utah State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living, you know what.
You can barely hear yourself thinking thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wilson to pass.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now turning it on. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Going to run it. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Georgia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll it into the end zone for the score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wilson will throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He makes a catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Here we go. Back to pass. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Bulldogs looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game.